Hello out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel, and I appreciate the ongoing comments and the subscriptions. Today, I'm going to talk about a new video that I have available, a new DVD that I have available, because I've been getting a lot of comments regarding the first DVD that I have for sale, or the tutorial as far as chords. And a lot of people really enjoyed it, and they said, when are you going to do another installment, because we're thirsty for knowledge. So I've put together another one as far as, it's called More Stuff. And the reason why I call it More Stuff is little things that some people don't really think that they're important, but they're really important. And there are things that the music teacher just really doesn't pass on to you. So, that's where I kind of fill in the void, because music teachers are taught to teach you a certain way. And unfortunately, from my own personal experience, I've observed this, that a lot of stuff that they teach me, I don't need to learn to play guitar well. And the things that I need, they really don't teach me as much of those things. So, from my experience of playing guitar for over 30 years, I put together, some things that I think will accelerate your playing. And not to be confused with taking shortcuts and that type of stuff, because basically you get what you get. If you half do something, you're going to be a half-done guitar player. So, I'm trying to kind of help the beginner to avoid these types of things. And here's a good example. Sometimes I get these comments on my videos. Great video, can you send me the tab? And my response is, well, I have the chords listed, so I'm not really quite sure what you mean by that question. And what I believe what they mean is this, because when I think of tabulation, I think of sitting down with a song and, figuring out the chords. And you might not be able to see this, because I just tabbed Jose Feliciano's Light My Fire. And I tabulated the chords, meaning that I figured out the chords and I wrote them out. But I believe what they are talking about is on the internet they have what's called these tabs, where it shows you where to put your fingers. And I'm saying to myself, you really don't want no one to show you where to put fingers. You want to know why your fingers are there. And that's the big difference between putting my finger here on the 3rd fret, 4th fret, as opposed to, okay, I'm playing the B-7. This is my finger in position for that chord. So I really strongly don't recommend that anybody try to go that route as far as just having somebody teach you where to put your fingers. Because, you want to be able to know why you're putting your fingers there. And once you start to learn guitar the proper way, you can start to hear the notes that your finger's supposed to be, because that's where you want to be at some point in time, that you can kind of hear this stuff, as opposed to my ear is flat, it's pop, that's been open for a week, but I'm going to just put my fingers here because the diagram tells me. And the majority of the tabs and the tabulation on the internet are 99% of them are wrong. Just yesterday, and it's because I got lazy. And again, you get what you pay for, or you get what you get. I was just posted a song by the name of Tell Her No by the group The Zombies from the 60s. I'm a big Zombies fan. I had the tabulation or the chords written down somewhere, and I couldn't find them, so I got lazy. So let me go on the internet, because this is a real simple song, and see, what chords were they playing. And as usual, unfortunately, I went on and I found a couple of tabulations, and they were wrong. Two of them was in a different key, and we talked about this before. Why are people posting chords for a song that's not in the right key? And then as far as posting them, they're wrong, and then the ones that are in the right key, the chords are wrong. So I really don't understand why they're doing that. And my theory, like I said before, is there's some people out there that are just trying to deliberately trip you up. Because and I have it around here somewhere, but not in hand reach. I've told you about Harold Leonard's Publishing. I actually called them and said, why are the majority of your books and the songs in there are in a different key? And they gave me some reasons that really didn't make sense. And now what they have done, because I got a later book, and it says at the bottom that this song is not in the key of the original song, and it's been transposed a half step to make it playable easy. I don't understand that, because, whether I play a D major chord or a step up, a D sharp major chord, it's the same fingering. So now I have to sit down and transpose the entire song when I shouldn't have to do that. But I don't know where their logic comes from, because I've surveyed you guys, and 100% of you guys said I want the song in the key of the song, as opposed to me having to transpose it up or transpose it down. But getting back to the DVD is $10. It's about 45 minutes long, and it goes into detail as far as your approach to learning how to play the guitar in an accelerated way. And there are things that I show you and techniques that will accelerate your playing, because they're just some things, again, that music teachers don't pass on. And you find out down the line 10 years later as far as I could have been doing this years ago and made my playing even better. So if you're interested in the video or the DVD, it's $10. You can inbox me as far as getting PayPal information from me to send payment, and I usually send out the DVDs within the next business day. So again, this video is going to help you accelerate your playing and not taking shortcuts, which is what a lot of people are doing today. And you really don't want that. You know, it's not that difficult once you realize the concept of playing guitar, that you can play quickly, because the majority, you know, I got over 1,000 videos of me playing. And some of that stuff I did by ear, some of it did by sheet music. So you don't want to rely on someone sending you information as far as put your fingers here, and you know, you don't know why your fingers there, but they're supposed to be there. So, you know, I got over 30 years experience as far as music, guitar, arrangements, songwriting, because I go into some of that in the video too, as far as how do you actually sit down and tabulate the song? What are your steps and what are you looking for to do this? You know, because some people don't know where to start. And beginners, you know, just like, you know, when I first learned how to play guitar, I was new to it. And there were things that I didn't know, and I was trying to figure them out. But, you know, I'm going to kind of, I guess, eliminate some of that guesswork for you beginners and intermediate guitar players as far as how do I play my favorite song, you know, and what do I supposed to do? You know, tonality, you know, finger voicings and things of that nature, how to play the song very close to the record, you know. So I cover those things. So if you're interested in the DVD, you know, send me an inbox message and we'll get you going. And if you guys have already bought the first DVD, I appreciate it. And you know what to do as far as purchasing the second one. So until next time, take care. Thanks.